celebrate, celebrate, let's 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 celebrate.
1, 2, 3, and stop! Wow, well hello everyone, it's really great to see you all today. So this is our third video all about South African music, and who have we got here today? Hey, my name's Mike and we've got Fred here.
Hello.
We have Raoul.
Hi.
And we have Lucky.
Oh.
So yeah, this is our third South African video. If you haven't yet seen videos number 1 and 2, you need to go and watch those before you watch these ones, because we're not going to recap everything we've learnt before, and you really don't want to miss out on some of the gumboot rhythms that Lucky taught us, and also some of the rhythms to play on our different instruments as well. Now, we have some wonderful images of South Africa behind us. I tell you what, I would like to start straight with Lucky, because Lucky, I'm loving that sunset you've got behind you there. Tell us, if you went to South Africa, what type of animals and things might we be able to see?
Oh, you would have definitely go to Kruger National Park. There are quite a few other small parks, but Kruger National Park is the big one. You would see the big elephants. You would see the giraffe, the zebras. You would see quite a lot of other small ones, like the whole cat family, the lions, and all that.
Wow, absolutely amazing. So yeah, that's one place I'm definitely going to go to after the lockdown. Going to go and see that. Great. And then Fred, that's not a national park behind you. There's a little bit of a mountain there though, and some nice lush green stuff in the front. Where are you?
So this is the Stellenbosch region, the Stellenbosch mountain, and you can see behind me there's lots of grapes growing, because this part of the world is very famous for its red wine, delicious red wine.
Yeah, really great stuff. Good. And then behind me, I've got here, this is Cape Town. And do you see the mountain? Which side is it? That side. The mountain that's behind me here has a really flat top to it. This mountain is called Table Mountain because it looks like, a flat table. It looks like, a giant could sit there and have a meal on it. And you can climb up Table Mountain. You can see right over all of Cape Town here. You can see down the bottom there. You see that side. You can see there's the sea down there as well. And then you can look over out onto Robben Island, which is a really famous place. I'm going to tell you more about Robben Island in a minute as well. And then, where else have we got? Raoul. No, there you go. Yours looks quite a different type of image. Where's yours?
Look at that. Just look at that. And that beautiful tree right in the middle of a... Can you see that? It's amazing. I mean, I remember when I arrived, it's breathtaking. Let's put it that way. It was breathtaking. You couldn't believe that people were living there. This is Soweto. Now, it's like a village. It's got probably 5,000 people in there. But suddenly, these 5 children came out and gave me such a beautiful smile. Oh, the joy! Suddenly, it's like, well, there's a purpose for everything. And so they don't have a problem, they don't have a care. They were so full of joy. And actually, in Soweto, there's a very famous property, a famous house. Do you know whom? It's the Nelson Mandela. And I've been there. It's now a museum. You can actually visit it. It's fantastic.
Yeah, thank you, Raoul. Yes, so Nelson Mandela had a house there. Now, Nelson Mandela, he was actually put in prison, wasn't he? And he was in prison, was it 26 years or something like that? He was in prison a very long time. And it was in Robben Island, which is an island just off the coast of where I am here, at Cape Town. And he was there, not treated very well, but then the amazing thing is, the lovely history, you can look at it all up about South Africa. He was then released from prison, and then he became the first black president of South Africa. And he was such an amazing guy. He passed away a couple of years ago. Lucky, you managed to sing and perform for Nelson Mandela, didn't you?
Yes, we did.
Great. So tell us about that. When was that? Where did you do that?
That was in Zimbabwe. He, after he was released, he visited all the countries in Southern Africa. They were called by then the frontline states. They're called SADC now. It's like a group of companies, just like we have the EU or the, say, West Africa. So he came to visit Zimbabwe, and they were looking for a group that was going to sing in his language. So they asked me and my former a cappella group, and off we went to Harare, which was a treat.
Wow. In fact, you're talking about language because you see, in South Africa, people often talk, well, is there South African as a language? Like we live in England and we have English as a language. Well, there isn't really a South African language because there are actually 11 different languages spoken across the whole of South Africa. And Lucky, what would be your first language that you would speak?
I would say most people would speak, it depends where they live. So, for instance, if you live at, say, the equivalence of Surrey, you will have your own language. You go to Cambridgeshire, they have their own language. So the people that live in Natal, that is the southeast part, speak Zulu predominantly. But if you go to the western part, they speak Xhosa, which has got lots of clicks. But if you go up north, that is on the border with Zimbabwe, they speak Venda. And down further, they speak Shangaan. If you go even further down, some people speak Ndebele. And then if you go to around Pretoria, they speak Pedi. If you go west, they speak Tswana, Soto. So it's all sorts of different languages.
Wow, and of course we've got Afrikaans as well in there as well. So
And as well, and then English as well.
English. So it's amazing. So you could have all people who say that they are from South Africa, but maybe they might not necessarily understand each other if they're all speaking different languages. Now, this style of music that we're playing very much kind of comes out of those the places like Soweto that's behind Raoul there. And you heard us singing this song. It's all kind of celebrate because as Raoul said, when he saw those children come out, there was so much joy from there. And often you see a lot of this music is they celebrate, South Africa's had some pretty difficult past, but now a lot of people are really celebrating what an amazing country it is. And Archbishop Desmond Tutu, he describes South Africa as being the rainbow nation because it's got all the different people and lots of different colours, lots of different backgrounds, and they're all coming together. When they all come together, particularly when they play music and sing together and dance together, it's such an amazing experience. So, Lucky, we love your voice. We love hearing you sing. Could you perhaps teach us how to sing some little phrases that could go with our piece of music we're learning?
Okay, yeah, sure. So we're going to use celebrate because I think, say in the UK, we celebrate all sorts of different holidays, Christmas, New Year's, Diwali, St. George's, and all that. So we're going to use celebrate. Right, so I would say my tune would be celebrate. So we're going to use celebrate. So celebrate, everybody goes after me, celebrate. And then the second one, we're gonna make it pretty much the same thing. And then we go, celebrate. So celebrate, first one, second, celebrate, 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 celebrate. Celebrate. So we're going to put one more voice now on top of that. So celebrate. So the next one will be celebrate, 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 celebrate. And we're going to add another voice. So celebrate, celebrate. This next one is going to be celebrate, 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 celebrate. And I was going to say, if in your class you've got some people who can really go even higher, so I can't go higher, but they will be celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. So that's the really top one, but I'm going to go down. So from celebrate, celebrate, we're going to celebrate, 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 celebrate. Then we go even deeper now. We go into the celebrate, celebrate, celebrate into celebrate, celebrate into celebrate.
Lucky, that is absolutely fantastic. How big a range has Lucky got with his singing? Absolutely amazing. And tell you what's really nice about this whole style of Southern African singing. You often get all male vocal groups, don't you? In fact, Lucky, I think that was your group that you used to sing with, all men in there. And how many different vocal parts might there be in that style of music?
We would do a good 4 to 5. So we hit bass, baritone, tenor, alto, soprano, but there would be at times 2 basses, 2 of each of those parts.
Wow, and it's such a rich sound. Everyone puts it all together. And this style of music, you know, people might say it sounds like, you know, it comes from the township, and maybe some people might call it township music. But actually, you were telling us earlier, what's the name of this style of music? I can't say it because I can't get the click in the middle.
Oh yes, I would say predominantly it's called mbakanga. Mbakanga has an element of like jazz, blues, township, quela, but it's really this music that has got this really regular pulse and very, very joyous when you just hear it. Celebrate and celebrate and celebrate and celebrate. Yeah. You can put in little things here and there.
Amazing. I tell you what we need to do, we need to put everything all together. I'm going to play my keyboard again and just to help us get the pitching right. And let's have a go at putting some singing with this as well. So because our guys here are very multi-talented, I think Fred's going to sing and play the tambourine, and Raul's going to shake his shaker as well. Maybe we have Lucky doing the djembe. We're going to put it all together. See if you can sing one of those parts. So you can pick whichever one you want to. There's 4 or 5 of them, as Lucky said, one of those harmony parts, and you can sing along with us. Shall we give it a go? Are you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, here we go.
Celebrate, let's celebrate, 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 celebrate, let's celebrate.
Try a higher one.
Celebrate, let's celebrate, celebrate, let's
How about lower one?
celebrate, let's celebrate, celebrate, let's celebrate, celebrate, let's celebrate, celebrate, let's
1, 2,
celebrate.
3, and stop. Wow, absolutely brilliant. So great to hear all these different parts all together. And as Lucky said, it is so joyous, all this music together. Hey, remember, don't forget to answer all the questions on the quiz. Lucky has given us so much information, cultural information about South Africa and about this music today. So there'll be lots of questions on that quiz, the way you can just check your knowledge there. That'd be really great. And we will see you for the next video next time. Thanks so much, everybody. Bye.